Hi everyone, it's Kay here. Thank you very much for joining me today as we do Margarete Miller's Collage Challenge for 2024. And if you look at the hashtag 2024 CW9, you'll see other people doing it. And I'll put the links for Margarete Miller down below like I normally do. Her Etsy shop is called mellowmiller, and you can buy the prompts from there, and you can join in. Doesn't matter how late you are. So this week's prompts are wild animal. Now, because of what I was going to use for the other things, I did that one last, would you believe? And I actually had a look at what a wild animal was. And instead of usually what we think like tigers, cheetahs, lions, that sort of stuff, I found out that things like dragonflies and flies and butterflies and birds are all animals, and they're all, because they live in the wild, they are wild. So I'm going to use a dragonfly. Very controversial, because I'm sure people will say that's not an animal, but I had a look. I did have a look, and the definition was for that. So the other things was a tree with blossoms. Well, this was really hard. I looked through everything in my stash, and rather than looking through a digital or a picture from the internet, I found this, just look, not really a tree, but it's got a branch with blossoms on it, so I'm going to use that. Part of a recipe where I've got the ingredients and the label of something I used to make quite a bit of when I was when my girls were younger. I don't make cake very much anymore. A book page, so I've got a dictionary page here that I've cut to fit. Something that comes in the mail, so I've got a couple of stamps, postmark. All these are all postmarks, so I'm going to use those. Bonus, a date or anything from calendar. Why have I got that out? Oh, it must have fallen out. So I've got my calendar here, and I've actually got a printed date there, so that's what I'm going to use. So we're going to put this down first. I think I could use my glue stick without anything coming apart today. Nope, let's put those over there. Might have to use something stronger for the... This is a card that I had. I thought, oh, surely there'd be one, a tree with blossoms in my Daphne's Diary stuff, but no, not one tree with blossoms. Lots of flowers, not blossoms. Oh, do you know what I did? I forgot to leave a spot, so we'll put that like I normally do. Put that down a bit further down. I normally leave a spot for the prompts, so I'm just going to stick it down a little bit and leave a what, Kay? Leave a ruler at the top there to keep it up. So I don't want to stick that down. Okay, so we're going to use the blossoms next. I don't know if that's going to stick with a glue stick. I'm always a bit dubious of glue stick sticking card down. It's gonna, I don't think I've got much in there. I'll have to use the other one. So thank you to all those people who have subscribed to me lately. I really appreciate you joining me, and thank you for all the people that continually comment and give me likes. I really appreciate those people. So lovely of you to keep doing that. And if I tried naming them, I probably would forget somebody, so you know who you are. It's not coming out. Now it is. Taking a while. It's a bit cooler this morning, which is good. Right, so I'll put that there. I'm going to put my, do you reckon it's dry now? I think it might be, yep. Put my calendar here. Doesn't matter which side I glue on it, really. It's funny, after I was trying to find something to do with the calendar, and I looked everywhere again, like I did with the blossoms, and I thought, oh no, I don't have anything. And then when I was putting something else away, thinking, oh yeah, I had those, I could use those. Lots of little diary things. So where's my recipe? Where's my recipe? Oh, there it is. I thought I'd go and walk about then. So I'm not using the recipe as such. You have to have the ingredients for part of the recipe. So I'm just not putting the method in. That's what I'm not doing. Just putting the ingredients. Put it there. And I'll decide about the apple cake heading, whether I want that there as well. Or somewhere else. So let's put this stamp down. I just realised I haven't got my lid on my stick. And the other elements for that come in the mail. I thought about it and I thought, oh, in the mail, does that mean actually in the letter or in the mailbox? Because I call anything that comes in the mailbox mail. Is there any mail today? So that's why I decided to do this with those things that came in a letter that I had recently from my cousin overseas in Switzerland. He's lucky enough to live in Geneva with his wife and his two children will be teenagers, late teens, I think so. And they have very luckily, because he's a chemist, a scientist at a chemist, one of those big pharmaceutical companies, they're able to have a cabin in the Alps. So they go skiing lots. Lucky them, that's all I can say. Do I want to put it there? You can still see the elements of the calendar. Now, I'm going to put this, I think I've used this dragonfly before, so it's been, what's the word, seasoned is the word I'm looking for, I think. Where you can't normally use acrylic stamps straight away using distress ink. You need to use a permanent ink, because this is not permanent, this is watercolour based. So where am I going to put my dragonfly? Just thought of something a bit different rather than the usual butterflies, birds and things like that I normally have. And I thought, oh, I'm going to use a dragonfly today. Okay. Well, it didn't come out very well down there, did it, really? Well, that'll do. That'll do. I'll put it to one side to clean it off a little bit. So let's check my props again. We have a wild animal, the dragonflies, and I can see it's not going to dry because of the card's not matte, it's glossy. Didn't think of that. A tree with blossoms. I can't find a tree, but I have got blossoms on a twig, which I've actually covered on. You can't see the twig anymore. Anyway, I've got blossoms. Part of a recipe you enjoy making. Well, I used to make apple cake a good number of years ago now. A book page. It's got this dictionary page underneath. Something that came in the mail. This was on the front of the letter, the postmarks and things like that. And bonus, a date or anything from the calendar. So I've got a date there and a calendar here. So I'm just going to stick that down a little bit more to hopefully I don't think come out. And now I'll just pop my props in there. Hopefully. It's stuck down again after all. I thought it was dry. like I normally do. I like to put that so that when I go back and I think, oh yes, that's right, that's what I used that for, and what I used that for. And I like to sort of know what when I go back over it, because when the first year I did it, I didn't do this, and you think, well, what's that collage mean? Okay, that'll do for now. Thank you very much for joining me, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.